Hey guys, welcome back into the Stokastic YouTube channel. My name's Geoff Ulrich, bringing you some no-house advantage picks for Sunday Night Football. And this week we got 49ers visiting the Denver Broncos. Time to ride into Denver this week, folks. Very small point spread. It's only about 1.5. 49ers are favored right now. Smaller total as well. And if you're checking out no-house advantage for the first time, make sure you use promo code Stokastic when you're signing up. That's going to give you access to a $25 deposit bonus, again, for new depositors only. Promo code Stokastic there. Get you started off, guys, with some free money, matching a $25 deposit with $25 of extra money there at No House Advantage. And also, since we're talking about No House this week, don't forget, they have big contests in their pick'em. It's just like a regular DFS contest, but we're using player props. You're going to create lineups 10 down through 1. You're going to put all the props in different spaces, make picks, and then you're going to get a chance to compete for big prizes. There's been overlay on No House Advantage if you're new to it as well. The site is definitely worth checking out. They have the Pick'em contest where you're competing against other players. They also have their Against the House where you're creating parlays with multipliers. It's a great site. Check it out. But for this video, we're going to get into some picks. We're going to talk about Sunday Night Football, how you can put together some winning lineups on No House Advantage. Obviously, we've got the 49ers, we've got the Broncos, we've got a close point spread. So let's talk about some of these props. Let's dive in right now. Let's dive into these props, and let's start with the quarterback position. On No House Advantage, we got Russell Wilson at 1.5 passing touchdowns for this game. I like going over on Russ here. Everyone's a little bit down on Russell Wilson. Everyone's a little bit down on this Denver Broncos offense. But if you look at what Denver has been doing, they've actually been very effective at moving the ball. Yes, their red zone offense has been extremely inefficient. I think they have about one touchdown for all their red zone opportunities. But let's not forget, I mean, this is still Russell Wilson. This is still a pretty solid receiving core that the Denver Broncos have, led by Courtland Sutton, who they were moving all around the field last week. You've got the San Francisco 49ers, who are good at playing down pace a little bit, but their secondary has been vulnerable. They allowed 2 passing touchdowns to Russell Wilson in both games against Russ last year when he was with the Seahawks. And I like going over on this one, and so do the Stokastic projections. And again, guys, you can check out Stokastic for free projections for No House Advantage. They're on the site. Definitely recommend doing that after this video. But we have Russ projected as a pretty solid over here, and I like this one. I think that a lot of people may just kind of ignore Russ in this game or even choose to go under. But again, the Broncos have been moving the ball. They've been getting a lot of red zone opportunities. I think that the 49ers, the strength of their defense really isn't their secondary. I think Sutton could get on track here. Jeudy is questionable. He may play, at least questionable as of time of recording this video. But if he plays, that's a boost as well. Give me over Russell Wilson, 1.5 passing touchdowns to start lineups. I think this will be a low-owned prop, too, for the big No House Advantage Pick'em contest. So something to think about there. He is projected, like I said, on Stokastic. That's a pretty solid over here. Let's stick with quarterbacks, though, because, I mean, I think these are two pivotal players for both teams. And let's head over to Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo right now, a passing prop of 235.5 on No House Advantage. This is a pretty big passing prop. This is a little bit bigger than we're seeing across the industry. So, you know, right off the bat, we've got Jimmy Garoppolo. It's going to be his second game in. Now, Garoppolo ended last season pretty strongly. He actually had quite a few 300-yard games. The 49ers do have a lot of, players after the catch who can just rack up yards for Jimmy G, even on those short throws. But he's playing the Denver Broncos, and the Denver Broncos, they're pretty good at moving the ball. Like I said, they're pretty good at just keeping possession. I don't think that you're going to see a lot of big passing games against the Denver Broncos this year. And if you even go back into last season, of the last 8 regular season games that the Denver Broncos have played, only one quarterback has gone over this prop. So we have Jimmy Garoppolo and an offense that does kind of like to run the ball, and against two teams who, the pace of this game might be a little bit slower just because both teams are good running the ball. So you've got a bigger passing total as well for Jimmy G. This one's a pretty strong under for us, and I like going under here. I don't think that Jimmy Garoppolo is a quarterback who you can rely on necessarily for big passing games. Will he have some during the year? Yes, he absolutely will, but I like what I've seen from the Denver defense so far. Patrick Surtain, also questionable, but expected to play this week as of recording this video again. I think that helps the Broncos. Let's go under Jimmy Garoppolo. I'd also suggest, if you're looking at Jimmy G props, over 0.5 interceptions is something else you might want to check out. But for our video, the stronger one that we're going to talk about, it's going to be that under passing total. I just think that passing total too big. Let's take advantage on No House Advantage. All right, let's head over to the receiver position because we definitely have a couple players we can talk about here. Way to pop off on this video, end this video. Jerry Jeudy, I've mentioned him already. He is questionable for this game as of recording. It does look positive for Jeudy. It's a rib issue. He was out there practicing. The reports are he's going to test it pregame, but it's all leaning towards him being active. And I think this is a situation you need to monitor and also take advantage of if he is active. His props are quite a bit lower than Courtland Sutton. I like Courtland Sutton in this game, but Jerry Jeudy's props a lot smaller. He's got a 55.5 receiving yardage total in this game. I like the way he's been used, and I like this matchup for him again against the secondary in San Francisco that I don't think is that good. I just think that San Francisco is good at getting pressure, but against Russell Wilson, that may be negated just because of how good he is at getting the ball out of his hands, how good he is at working the slot receiver. I think going over on Jerry Jeudy's props in this game is solid, 55.5. We have Jeudy projected for over 60 receiving yards on Stokastic. Again, you can check out those free No House Advantage projections on stokastic.com after this video. But even his reception total at 4.5, we like the over there. We have Jeudy and Sutton projected for pretty similar props on the site. Let's go over Jeudy. His reception total and his receiving yards total much lower than Courtland Sutton. He's questionable for the game. You're going to have to check that out, guys. But if he does get active, I think this will also be a really nice low-owned prop for the No House Advantage pick'em contest. Not many people are going to chance Jerry Jeudy in their props, especially in their higher picks for the lineups that you're going to create, obviously in the 10 through 7 spots. So Jerry Jeudy is a player that I also would be okay pairing with Russell Wilson. We kind of like the over on Russell Wilson's props anyways. We already talked about his over passing touchdowns. Pairing Russ and Jeudy to me make a ton of sense. You're getting the lower props on Jeudy versus Sutton. We like Russ. He's a strong over regardless. Pair those two together. I think that's a good way to start No House Advantage lineups. And finally, guys, on the other side, again, same kind of correlation play. If we like Jimmy G for an under 235.5 passing total, you can always check out Deebo Samuel's props. It's 64.5 receiving. We think that's a little bit too high, and I would agree. I think you're going to see Deebo used as a running back quite a bit in this game, especially now that Jimmy G is under center. So when you see a 64.5 receiving total on Deebo, I don't hate hitting the under there. And just like Russ, you can pair that under with the Jimmy G under. Good correlation, good way to create lineups on No House Advantage. So that's going to pretty much be it for this video, guys. Make sure, again, if you are new to No House Advantage, you're using promo code Stokastic to sign up there. $25 free deposit match bonus for new depositors. Make sure you check out stokastic.com for free No House Advantage projections as well. Again, the props we're going to go over here. We like Jimmy G under passing yardage. We like Russell Wilson over 1.5 passing touchdowns. And we like Jerry Jeudy to go along with Russell Wilson over 55.5 receiving yards. Those are going to be our main props as well. Mentioned Deebo Samuel maybe as a possible under too. But for me, for the guys at Stokastic, for Geoff Ulrich here, hope you guys have a great Sunday Night Football. We'll talk to you again soon.